guys, it's Raquel with Stage Right Secrets, and I am here with Luke Combs. How's it going? What's going on?
I'm hanging out. How are you?
Good. Happy CMA week.
Yes, thank you.
And I have to say congratulations because you just had your Grand Old Opry debut.
Yes.
How was that? Was it everything you could have dreamed of, imagined? I don't know if you can really mentally prepare yourself for that.
You can't. You think you can. I thought I could, and I was in there, and you get the nerves like a couple minutes before you go on, but it was super cool.
What was your favorite moment from that night, besides obviously walking out on the stage?
I think it was just taking it all in, like overall, walking around and kind of realizing everybody that's been there before you was the biggest thing for me, and having my parents there was super awesome too.
Oh, that's awesome that they were there. Were they crying? Was your mom?
Yes, Mom was crying. She cried many times, but I think that was to be expected. But yeah, it was great. It was great.
Now, you've kind of had a crazy past 6 months.
Yes.
Your single Hurricane went to radio, and I have to say, not only is it the best song to turn up to drive and jam to, but I feel like every time I get in the car, it's now on. And I'm like, yes, Luke, it's such a good song. Did you think, obviously you could hope that that's what's going to happen, but did you think that was what was going to happen?
I kind of didn't have a plan for it. I just wrote it, and I wasn't even really, at the time thinking about what I was going to put out when I wrote it. And so a couple months later, I had 6 songs that I was kind of confident in, and that happened to be one of them. And I ended up putting that one out as a single first, and it ended up being the right choice. So it was just kind of luck of the draw, I guess. Yeah.
How did you pick Hurricane as your single? Because a lot of people say it's like picking a favorite child. Right. Which you're not supposed to do, obviously, so.
Right. I think it was the only child I could afford to raise, actually, if that makes any sense. I had put some EPs out a couple years before, and I didn't have them mastered, so when I went and made the budget for the 6-song EP, which I did on my own, my producer was like, we got to get these songs mastered, and I'm like, oh, I kind of don't have the money to do that. But I had enough money to master one song, and so I went and listened to Hurricane. So the vocal on that is actually the scratch vocal from the studio the day that we tracked it. And so we went and mastered that down, and I put it out in hopes of raising enough money to fund the rest of the EP. And it sold almost 15,000 copies in the first week, so we accomplished that goal for sure.
That's insane. And then, so you put that out by yourself, and then you signed with Sony.
Well, I signed with an independent called Riverhouse Artists, and they've now done a joint venture with Columbia, and here we are. Yeah.
And we're sitting in the office doing this interview. Right. That's unreal.
New office, right? Yeah.
The brand new office that opened a week ago. Now, take yourself back to a year ago. Did you think that any of this was going to happen? Could you even imagine that any of this was going to happen, or were you just kind of well, we'll see,
Right. That was kind of my thing. I just wanted to put some new music out, and a year ago, literally a year ago, I was in a 15-passenger van, and this week is my first week in a bus. So it's been a good year.
Happy Halloween.
Right.
Celebrate today. That's amazing. Now, songwriting process. Do you prefer to write by yourself, or do you prefer to co-write?
No, I definitely am a co-writing guy. I get so easily distracted by myself, especially at the apartment. I don't get a lot of downtime, so when I'm at home, the last thing I want to be doing is doing music stuff at the house. And no, but I love co-writing because it does get me in that mindset. You drive into town and you get your coffee, and you're with other creative people, so everybody's there to accomplish the same goal. So that really gets me in the right headspace.
Now, you have been touring a lot. What's it like kind of being on stage, and you have fans who are singing back the lyrics to your songs? What is that like?
It's super cool, and it just you just appreciate it every night when you're on stage and people are requesting stuff. People still request stuff that I sang in college, a long time ago, and I'm like, man, you've been a fan for a long time, Right? You were hardcore requesting songs that I never even put out, kind of thing. But it's just a great experience. You can't ask for anything more than people to come to your shows and be excited to be there.
Right. Now, new music. When are we getting some new music?
Yes. New album at the beginning of next year, which I'm very excited about. It's all stuff that I've written and stuff that I think's great, so I'm just excited for everybody to hear it.
That's awesome. We can't wait to see what's next and for you to be everywhere, literally everywhere. I feel like this summer we're going to see you in every single state, which is awesome for us.
Yes, I hope so.
All right, guys, to stay updated with all things music, be sure to check out Stage Right Secrets and, of course, all of our corresponding social media. And to check this guy out, go ahead, plug in your social media. What is it?
Luke Combs Music.
Easy enough. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.